The MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. Are we going to see, because they just passed the bill. Now, I don't know if Greg Abbott, he always pretends he may or may not sign things. I mean, with the other day we talked about the fact that they want to basically banish all kinds of weed because, oh, God, we know it's coming. Even their lieutenant governor, this is always his big push. He thinks that if you eat a bag of gummies, you might die.
Or go on a murder rampage.
Something like that. Yeah, it's like one of those things. And you're like, no. But they passed the bill. Could we be getting a Tipper Gore version of warning labels on our Doritos?
This morning, a new potential state law in Texas could change the way Americans eat snack foods nationwide, requiring a warning label on many popular food and drinks, reading not recommended for human consumption. It's targeting products using ingredients like bleached flour.
By the way, I told Belle, I said, Belle, I think they're going to put on a sticker that says not, edible for human consumption or healthy for human consumption. He's like, what? I said, no, I'm serious. Is that going to stop me from eating Doritos? No, but still, come on.
It's targeting products using ingredients like bleached flour, food dyes, sweeteners, oils, and preservatives. Those are legal and common in many processed foods in the U.S., but some have faced regulation in other countries. According to USA Today, the proposed rules could impact a wide range of processed foods and drinks, from Doritos to snacks like Twinkies, Ruffles, and M&M's, to breakfast cereal, to drinks like Gatorade and Mountain Dew.
Do the do.
Do the do. I think we all know the do is probably not great for you. And saying that, man, we eat so much crap. Have you ever seen a side-by-side of like what bread's like in Europe compared to here?
Yes.
How much stuff is in there?
No.
Oh, because our stuff is meant to be shelf stable as well.
Yeah.
And we have all kinds, like it is so much stuff, and theirs is like flour, water. Now, ours is softer, and I'm going to say this right now. I don't know what the deal is in the obsession. I lived in Europe for a long time of hard bread is. I've always thought it was weird. I don't want to bite into my bread and then have my gums bleed. I don't think that's good.
No.
It's a baguette. It's a baseball bat. That's what that is. That is a bat. That is a club.
Yes, sir.
And if you're going to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it needs to be on soft bread because that's what Jesus wants.
That's right.
But they're serious about this, and I have a feeling this could be coming nationwide, well, somewhat nationwide. The blue states won't do it because they would like to regulate you only if Trump's not in office or Robert Kennedy Jr. is not in office. But could you imagine like going to get a bag of chips and it says on there, this is not safe for human consumption?
And the thing is if you don't understand that this stuff is bad for you by now, you're a hopeless cause. Just go ahead and eat it.
If you go to an amusement park and they tell you, you can't get on the ride because we don't think this thing has the capacity to push you over, and then we don't think it could stop because you're too big, or you need to buy 2 seats to get onto an airplane with the seat extender. If that doesn't stop you, this isn't going to. I mean, now, I would like to know the data of all the stuff, and I did a big research on this today because I'm a weirdo. Obesity, the cost of obesity yearly between healthcare cost and the one thing that's never talked about, the productivity cost of people being sick, not being able to come to work because of that, not working as much, and that stuff is $1.5 trillion on a yearly basis when you start adding everything up. That is huge. We have a consumption problem. There's no doubt about that. And yes, we put too much crap in our food.
If the legislation is signed by Governor Greg Abbott, Texas would become one of the first states to require the labels, potentially reshaping national food industry standards. The bill would mark a victory for HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and his Make America Healthy Again movement. Kennedy testifying last month, saying that processed foods are a potential health danger for consumers.
The food industry really is not profiting from keeping us all sick, but it is keeping us sick.
Some food industry experts disagree with the legislation. John Hewitt, Senior Vice President of State Affairs for the Consumer Brands Association, urged the governor not to sign it, in a statement saying, quote, the ingredients used in the U.S. food supply are safe, adding it would create legal risks for brands and drive consumer confusion and higher costs.
Yeah, it's just going to do that. It's going to drive some confusion.
You know what happened when they put stickers on albums?
Kids wanted to buy them.
Sales exploded.
Yeah.
Because then that was like telling the kids, this is the record you want. It's the one with the dirty words.
Yeah. See, if you want kids to stop smoking weed, say mom and dad smoked weed. And they're like,
Yep.
oh, I don't do that. That's like Facebook then. Then they're going to write to heroin. But look, if we want to get fit, but we want an easy way, right? We don't want it. Nobody wants to eat an apple and go for a walk.
I want a pill. Just put it in a pill.
Or a shot, right? That's been a big deal. A pill or a shot has been huge.
Yeah.
And if the richest person on the planet would be the person who could design a donut where you lose like a pound of donut. It's like, dude, don't eat another dozen donuts. You're going to disappear.
That'd be great.
So we don't have that though, because our body, food is meant to fuel our body. We now live in a world of taste, and we go back to the like R.J. Reynolds and stuff. They weren't selling cigarettes. They were selling addiction. They just moved from the world of tobacco over to the world of food and sold addiction. And that's all they're doing, which I get because it's a good business. I want you guys to be addicted to us. But I think you're right, man. Getting that Doritos where it says, warning, this is not good for you.
You'll start seeing social media challenges where it's how many bags of Doritos can I eat in a sitting?
Oh, God. That's going to be horrible. It's coming, though. It's coming nationwide.
By the way, on Doritos, have you boys noticed that the chip aisle now has they brought back the original taco flavored Doritos?
Oh, I love those.
In the retro bag too, man.
Oh, that is so those taco flavor again. Well done, Doritos. Well done.
Yes, sir.
There's no warning on that. The warning should be just awesome tasting. I don't go down that aisle and think this is the health food aisle.
Warning, this tastes too good.
You can only eat a whole bunch. All of these things.
One bag is never enough.
No, buy two for $8. Like I'm looking at this thing right here. I'm drinking this Celsius. I got a Celsius today, which I really like. It's got some stuff in there. And I'm like, oh, nice. It's got this. What is pantothenic acid?
Wow.
Chromium.
What in the world is that?
Riboflavin. Niacin.
Those are B vitamins.
Isn't that something you rub on your head to get hair?
No.
Is that niacin?
No.
What was that? Something like that. I don't know. But this is what's happening. And it's going to come, I have a feeling, because a lot of people are creature of habits. And when Texas does something, the red states tend to kind of follow. When California does something, the blue states kind of follow.
Yeah.
So this is going to be very interesting because, and for us, we're kind of always in a battle, like who's more conservative, Texas or us, kind of. Texas is pretty conservative. Texas is overreachingly conservative over the last, and it has not to do really with Greg Abbott, because even with their THC ban, he's not signed that bill yet.
Dude, they're trying to, they don't want any THC.
No,
none.
That's the thing that's crazy.
But you can still get Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I know, right? Like that's, to me, that's the craziest thing. Even as we talk about this food thing, you're worried about that, but you can go down the booze aisle there and get whatever the hell you want.
As much as you want.
And you can buy a gun, you can buy ammo now in some of their stores. They have a vending machine for ammo.
Yeah, they have that in Oklahoma too.
So I'm like, wait a minute here. I can't buy a bag of Doritos without a warning because you want to tell me, or somebody wants to buy a bag of gummies who's over the age of 21, but I can buy ammo and booze. Good God. That is just, well, if they found booze today, if alcohol was discovered today, it would never be legal. Probably same thing with caffeine. If they found caffeine today, they would never let it, get out there.
Well, they better not ever touch caffeine.
No, they could never do that. By the way,
they'd have riots in the streets if they took away caffeine.
Yeah. Nioxin is the hair thing, not the thing I said. What did I say? Niacin.
Niacin.
Yeah.
Sounded right to me.
I know. This has calcium in it too. It's good for my bones.
Yeah, that'll make you even more big boned.
That's